Okay, and we're recording. Welcome. If you're watching it. Might not be anybody watching it, but that's okay, because I'm going to enjoy doing this. I have watched people record gameplays for many years now, and I figured I'd try it myself now that SHADOWPLAY is an option. So, we are playing as Russia, and we are in Russia. Apparently, Moscow is a verdant, green, fertile land filled with happy foxes and dyes, and yeah, that's good. It's a good starting spot, so I will make my city there. And alright. Hopefully the recording turns out okay. I'm really interested to see how well SHADOWPLAY translates to YouTube. If I even end up uploading this to the YouTube, who knows? Who knows? Maybe my gameplay commentary sucks. So yeah, we're playing Civilization 5. Fantastic game. As if you didn't already know that. And we are playing on a real-world map pack mod, which is a lot of fun, and it's basically the only way I play the game. I have a hard time getting used to the fact that you have all these, world nations stuffed into a make-believe world. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, so I play in the real world, and I start with real start locations. So yeah, like I said, this is indeed Russia. Or, the mod maker's interpretation of Russia, because this looks pretty northern to me, and I don't know. Maybe Russia isn't the wasteland of snow that we've been taught that it is. Yeah, but how can I talk? I'm in Canada. And we might as well meet the city-state. Riga! Latvia. I think Riga's in Latvia, isn't it? Yeah, that's Latvia. Either way, I love how it's a maritime city-state, and it's not even on the ocean. That is comedy. Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Okay. I actually tried to start this game up once before, and I got the worst starting location I have ever seen in this map pack mod for Russia. There was not a single resource. There wasn't even deer. There was nothing on this entire area that will be my city. And that makes the game a lot harder. And I'm playing this for the purpose of testing out SHADOWPLAY. So making things hard on myself is not a top priority. Which is actually why I'm playing as Russia. They are easily one of the best nations, empires in the game, and not as much as it used to be when the game first came out, but even now they hold up. They're really, really powerful, and it's kind of made even more so by the map pack mod that I'm on, because they're so isolated. Now, with the latest expansion, Brave New World, with adding trade routes and that kind of thing, that kind of takes away from how good Russia used to be in this start location all by itself. In fact, it really takes away, because honestly, Russia is incapable of trading. As it stands right now, I will really have... I will not be getting much money from trades. I'll do my best, but you get the most money and the most wealth out of sea trade routes, and obviously my capital city, which is usually where you want to base pretty much all your trade routes, I've found my capital city is excuse me. My capital city is obviously not on the ocean. So, there's a bit of challenge there. But yeah, like I said, this is not to challenge myself, and it shouldn't be that hard. I am way out alone by myself. The closest countries would be Germany and Mongolia, I believe. They are like way... I probably can't even get my screen over far enough to find Germany yet, and Mongolia is like way, way over there. But hey, the Mongol horde sure screwed Russia in real life. Maybe that is what will happen this time. Who knows? This is the glory of civilization. Holy shit! What the hell? Why is there so much salt here? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Well, we will be trading salt. So the difficulty is set on normal. And you're gonna go, well, you clearly have experience playing the game, or maybe you won't, because maybe it's not obvious yet, but I do. I have like 500 hours played in the game. Because time seems to speed up when you play this game, and you don't realize how many hours you played until you've actually completed them. And you're like, oh my god, my entire day is gone. What the hell happened? Okay, no more trapping. Do we? Derp. Nah, we'll go for calendar first, then trapping. No, we'll go for calendar, then writing. No. Okay, there we go. That was funny. And I lost my train of thought. It's fantastic. Difficulty, right, yes, okay. Yeah, I played a lot of time. I have put a lot of time into this game. I know what I'm doing. But this map pack mod adds difficulty by itself. And what I mean by that is it is huge. It is absolutely gigantic. I mean, think about this. Like, the amount that I have explored right now, I mean, like, if I were on, like, if this map, you know, down here, in the corner of your screen, I pointed to it with my finger, expecting you would understand what I was meaning. So yeah, down here with my mouse, I'll show this map down here. If I were all the way zoomed out and you saw the entire world, the amount that I have explored right now would literally look like a tile. It would look like a pixel. This map pack is huge. And it's actually far larger than the game was intended to be played, I guess, you know, by Fireaxis, 2K, Sid Meier's, you know, whoever was involved in development. They really did not intend for people to play on a map this big. Ooh, silver. And not only that, but I like to put the resources on high, because that also adds to difficulty. And you're going to go, oh, well, that just means that your happiness. Yeah, my happiness is good, but more importantly, the NPC's happiness is good. The NPCs suck at creating happiness without resources. So by adding lots of resources and lots of land, the NPCs expand and expand and expand and expand. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I mean, I've seen China controlling all of Asia, which is literally, when you go into this little demographics thing, you see I control 80,000 kilometers squared. I have seen China at some 7 million kilometers squared before. It was totally nuts. I mean, I could actually show the game to you. Probably not going to, because you probably don't give a shit, but I could show the game to you. And absolutely insanity. They just expanded and expanded. So that adds a layer of difficulty, and that is why I'm only playing a normal level difficulty. Not much else to it. Obviously, this is not a beginner's guide to Civilization 5, if, you know, that's what you were looking for and somehow found my video. This is not a beginner's guide to Civilization 5. I'm doing everything at what must seem like a, you know, much faster pace than you can probably keep up with. I'm certainly not giving you time to read the technologies I'm going for and that kind of thing. But I could do a beginner's guide to Civilization 5. That's actually something that I would be really interested in doing. If there are even, like, 5 people who want to see it, I would do it. Well, I might just do it anyway, because I kind of like this, you know. It's tough. Jesus, that was the first thing I thought to myself when I set this up, and I turned on SHADOWPLay, and I was like, alright, I have so many things to talk about, and then I instantly forgot them all. And I just kind of stared at my screen for a few seconds going, okay, this is instantly a lot harder than I thought it was. So I think this is Kazakhstan. I think. Don't quote me on that. And if it's not Kazakhstan, let me know. Don't call me an idiot. But, you know, let me know if that's not Kazakhstan. But I think it is. Which raises the question of why it's all desert. I wasn't aware that Kazakhstan was one big old desert. Either way, we will definitely be expanding to over here because Petra. And that is all the explanation that needs. Because Petra. And apparently because silver and salt. Jesus. Yeah. Petra is amazing. It is a wonder that will give you an extra trade route, which is one more trade route than, you know, anyone else is capable of making, unless they make the Colossus Wonder, which gives you an extra sea trade route. Or, you know, trade route of any kind, but it starts off as a sea trade route. And so that's amazing by itself. And every single desert tile gets an extra 1 production and 1 gold. And I want to say, and 1 food. And 1 food too, I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Either way, I mean, even without the extra food or whatever. No, 1 food and 1 production. Maybe not gold. But it's amazing. Petra is amazing, and any city, I've done it before, any city built like here will go nuts. It will absolutely go nuts. It'll probably end up being bigger than Moscow. Or Moscow. I don't know. So some people pronounce it differently. Can't buy a settler yet. I am playing on the Epic game speed. It always bothered me that you could never really accomplish anything within any given scientific era. You know, like when I play as the British and that kind of thing, they kind of had 200 years, you know, in which their navy was supreme. And those 200 years just absolutely zips on this game if you're not playing on epic difficulty. And it's kind of disappointing because, you know, you play the whole game to get to that point, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I just bought all these ships, and now I have to upgrade these ships to generic whatever to generic battleships. So, you know, you slow the game down, you can accomplish more, you can conquer more people, which is always awesome. The conquering of peoples is always for the win. I should probably go find someone to sell my newfound horses to. And yeah, as you notice, there are 17 players. That is not something you find in the vanilla game. I don't think there's a way you can even do it. And even if you did, and you were playing on one of the vanilla maps with 17 players, and you were playing on anything other than like easy difficulty, you are going to have a bad time, because they're going to cheese all over you. Yeah, it wouldn't be fun. It would just be a clusterfuck. As it is, 17 teams is going to fill up this map, and this map is huge, like I said. Look at all those furs. Those happy-go-lucky foxes. I love how the resource is, you know, furs, and they have all these cute foxes running around, but when you think about it, what's going on behind the scenes when I set up those camps, as they call them, is I am taking these foxes, murdering them, and stripping them of their skin. So, a little new perspective to the... That's pretty awful. Oh well, I don't care. Oh, fuck!
Je suis Napoléon, de France, le militaire le plus intelligent de l'histoire mondiale.
Le militaire le plus intelligent de l'histoire mondiale. Oh, and then the Battle of Waterloo happened. So, you know.
Excellent.
There's that. And then there's the, you know, the time he tried to...
It is not so much for its beauty that the forest makes a claim upon men's hearts, as for that subtle something, that quality of air, that emanation from old trees that so wonderfully changes and renews a weary spirit.
And then there was that time that, you know, he tried to cross the English Channel and met Mr. Nelson. But yeah, I really like the Civ 5 way of showing off wonders and that kind of thing. That was a really cool graphic. If you didn't already know, this game is about as graphically unintensive as it gets. You know, when they created the game, they wanted to make it so that absolutely everyone could play it. That much is very obvious. They kind of had to do it like that, I guess, because actually, I'm going to change this. I think we're going to go for this, then this, because it's pointless. Okay, we're good. I think they kind of had to market it to everyone on PC, because only PC players can play it, and PC players, unfortunately, only make up a very small part of the gaming demographic nowadays. And so they had to be able to make sure everyone could play, and that's just the way it is. So yeah, if you were holding out on buying this game because you don't have a gaming computer, don't. That is not a valid reason.
Even brute beasts and wandering birds do not fall into the same traps or nets twice.
That is not a good enough reason. You're going to have to come up with a better excuse to not pay your... Oh, I think the autumn sale's on. Unless it just ended today. But it was like $15 for this game. That's an absolute steal, so... Anyways, whatever. I'm not here to market for Sid Meier's, they can do that themselves. And do it plenty fine because their sales are really high for a PC game. Due, I'm sure, in no small part to the fact that they make it so that everyone can play it. I feel like I was talking about something else before that. That is going to be a reoccurring problem. That is going to be something that I'm going to have to battle with, is keeping myself on track. I had something going on in my head. I was talking about how this game was marketed to everyone. I was talking about the map. I don't know. For something different, if you watch plenty of Civilization commentaries, gameplays, all that kind of thing, you're probably gonna wonder what is going to make you want to stay on my channel. And I probably should have said this much earlier because what has it been, like 10 minutes? I probably should have said this much earlier because you probably already clicked away if you didn't like what you saw. I should have said it much earlier. I am going to try my best to be kind of historical about it. And not in the sense that I'm going to recreate history, you know, we're going to be the Soviet Union and start stockpiling bazillions of nukes and that kind of bazillions of nukes and that kind of thing. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, I have a strong geography. I can look up whatever I don't know, but I'd like to think that my knowledge of geography is good enough to serve me in this game, and my knowledge of history is certainly good. I'm doing a minor in history in school, and more than that, I just, you know, I enjoy history so much that I look it up in my spare time. And yes, I know that's probably pretty nerdy. That's okay. Is nerd even a word anymore? Like, is that even something that people say? Because I feel like it's kind of becoming more and more accepted to just do your thing, which is nice, which is really nice. You know, obviously there was always a negative stigma attached to video games, and that's rapidly fading, which is fantastic. But no, yeah, for what I'm going to do different than other people, I am going to try to keep this kind of historical. I'm going to let you know where I'm at in the world. Like, this is like the Ukraine. Just to give an update. We will be expanding into the Ukraine as Russia. That's my city. That's my next city. That is my next city. And why are we going to put it so far away from Moscow? Well, because mountain. Because mountain. And because Machu Picchu. If you didn't know, Machu Picchu is probably the best wonder in the game. Particularly if you are a nation that is not going to be doing tons of trading, like Russia on this map mod. So, yeah, creating a road between around your empire and that kind of thing is going to increase your cash flow by a ton, and that is always a good thing. What are we looking at here? Oh, wait. Huh. It's been a while since I played as Russia. I'm really not sure what I should go for here. I feel like if I could get a settler over there and I could build the Colossus and I could build Petra, I think I'm going to try and do that, because that would That'd be huge. That would be absolutely huge. Yeah. I'm going to do that. And if we can't do it, and that just wastes my time, then that's a big pile of shit. But oh well. Okay. We're doing that.
La France
T'offre cette proposition exceptionnelle. Oh, yes, that does get very annoying by the end. Not the least of which because he's French, and, yeah. What else need be said about that? No offense if you're French. That wasn't intended to be offensive. I'm just Canadian. And if you're a French Canadian, maybe I did intend offense. Maybe I did. It doesn't matter, because you're going to take offense to it anyway, because you're French Canadian.